Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokémon Black and White. Last time, we defeated the Elite Four and arrived in the Champions Room just in time to see Alder felled by N. Team Plasma's castle rose up out of the ground, a suitable battlefield for the battle of the two legendary dragons. This time, we become a hero. Go after N! Those in accord with fate are preserved, and those who rebel against fate perish. When the way is forgotten, duty and justice appear. One can lose the forest for the trees. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, that is a second mistake. Superior men understand what is right. Inferior men understand what will sell. There are not two suns in the sky, nor two sovereigns over the people. Well, if anything should happen to our king, it would be disastrous. It would ruin Ghetsis' perfect plan. Our Lord N will be disappointed, but the six of us shall defeat you here. Can you manage that? Still standing, are you, Blair? Your drift veils. Rumph! Ain't just me! So sorry. Not only are we stronger than you, but there are a lot of us. Accursed gym leaders. Ignoring Team Plasma, that would be a terrible thing for us gym leaders to do. Bianca asked us to come too. I'm fine, don't worry. No need to worry. Holder of the Darkstone, please proceed. It's so great seeing all these gym leaders again, having everything come full circle after they said they were having meetings on how to deal with Team Plasma, but thanks, Silent Chili and Cress. Didn't need you anyway. They even had 3 slots for you in their lineup for you guys to show up. I don't know, I guess they were too busy mowing the lawn or something. I guess Silent's hair isn't going to cut itself, or they could be tending to the shrubs in the city. Never mind, I'm getting off topic. We don't always have this opportunity to see what everyone has to say about what's going on, so let's see. Things aren't gonna go the way you fellas think they are. I'm sure of that. I do not appreciate stubborn people. I can empathize with some of what you say, but I can't forgive the way you reject everything else. We have been and will continue to be together with Pokémon. Your Pokémon. They're doing their best for you, right? Why would you want to be separated from them like that? Now, acrobatics! I won't lose! No way, no way, no way! It is the way of the universe to take from excess and fill emptiness. Taking Pokémon from people is restoring balance to nature. A single fallen leaf signals the start of autumn. We know our history. The emergence of this castle is the harbinger of change in Unova. You shall not interfere with Team Plasma, or our king. Ghetsis called us the Chosen Ones. He chose us and gathered us here so we can change the world. For us, defeat is impossible. We can only do our best and leave the rest to fate. We've done everything in our power. All we can do now is believe in our Lord N, and wait. Constant dripping wears away the stone. I've been waiting in the abyss for this day. No one shall interfere. We're not just breaking the status quo, we are shattering it! As someone who thought that it would never ever deviate from beating the Elite Four and the Champion, I mean this in a good way. I couldn't believe I was playing a Pokemon game first time seeing all this. It's been turned up to 11. I've said that it's the highest stakes of the canon up to this point. I don't know if I'd quite say that. I think I more so meant the best presentation of a story. That I can stand by. We have a lot of people to talk to. They all give various different details on the story, so I do want to stop and talk to each and every one of them. We will not get more opportunities to do this. We're making the most of our ascent to where the king has summoned us. Come. In this castle, you may rest your Pokémon and access your PC. Fear not. First, Have your Pokemon rest in that room. When they are healed, it is our Lord N's wish that you be moved to the innermost part of this castle. Inside, we meet two rather familiar faces. I am Anthea. Trainer, before you go to confront my Lord N, please take a moment to rest. Ah, good. Both you and your Pokemon regained energy. Trainers battle to practice their skills and to grow in experience, but never to hurt their Pokemon. My Lord N has realized this deep down in his heart, but he has spent too much painful time here in this castle to admit it. I am Concordia. I give peace and comfort to N. N has been separated from people since he was young. He was brought up with Pokémon. Pokémon that were betrayed, mistreated, and hurt by bad people. Ghetsis deliberately brought only those poor Pokémon closer to N. N was touched by their plight and started pursuing the truth, thinking only of Pokémon. N's heart is pure and innocent, but there is nothing more beautiful and terrifying than innocence. These two are weird. Alright. They were featured very prominently in the intro. They are at N's coronation scene, and they're among the first faces that you see. Yet, they're just a Pokemon Center and a little bit of expository dialogue, and they're N's only immediate family other than Ghetsis. I felt like they were going to have a much more major role than what they ultimately wound up having. I don't know. This is all conjecture, so I don't know for sure, but maybe they were planned to have a more major role, but the story was just getting too bloated and there were too many important characters and they were the natural characters that had to be downgraded a little bit to have things not feel so bloated. I'm not really sure. But I felt like they would have a much bigger role than they did, and I gotta say I'm a little bit disappointed because they're cool looking and I feel like they would have had a lot of potential. Maybe my opinion isn't common. All I know is that every time that I turned it on and saw that intro scene, I was curious what they were going to do and was surprised that they hadn't shown up until now. This room. Haha, now we can even infiltrate the Pokemon storage system inside every trainer's PC. If our king wills it, we can steal every Pokemon stored in a PC box and release them all. Thankfully, this hasn't happened yet. You still have access to your PC boxes if you so need to. They are at least kind to you in making sure that you have everything that you need. Ah, our young wanderer. Are you surprised? This castle is the hub of Team Plasma's, no, Ghetsis of the Seven Sages' scientific capability. A manifestation of knowledge. If you're worried about losing any sort of battles up ahead, because it goes without saying that we have some tough fights ahead of us, do not worry. Not only do you have all these services available to you, but there is a Plasma Grunt who will take you back from the Pokemon League Pokemon Center to the castle. The Elite Four are not so conceited that they're going to waste your time in such a desperate situation that you have to defeat them all over again to get back here. You don't have to worry about that whatsoever. Also, I was very, very wrong about having to use items when I did. It's force of habit, okay? After I beat Marshall, I wanted to have my Pokemon healed up right away because I'm just used to it. This Pokemon has become attached to me. But as far as I'm concerned, Pokemon is just a simple tool. I don't understand. I don't need an item to catch Pokemon anymore. I know you're Team Plasma, but that's a little bit depressing, actually. Pokeballs. From my point of view, they are items to keep Pokemon confined. But for trainers like you, they are a way to bond with Pokemon. If you run out of Pokeballs, come see me. I will give one to you. Wow, right on cue when I'm talking about you. This is the very grunt that N will send to the Pokemon Center to come get you if you need to come back to the castle if you are unable to fight. You can also conversely leave anytime that you wish. Once again, very forgiving for what it is. A battle between you and our Lord N will reveal whether our Lord N is a true hero. It will also reveal how you feel about protecting the current world where people live with Pokemon. That room was the world that was provided to our Lord N. I don't feel anything, even when I go into the room, but you may feel something. It's a basketball that looks like it's been used a lot. It says Harmonia on it. This is deeply unsettling, and again, it shows something that I love about the presentation, even though it's a very unsettling room to be in. Seeing something like this before your final battle, seeing the room that they grew up in and having it be something like that, and just having the train going back and forth, and it seeming so peaceful, it's really, really just, I don't know, I find it to be a fascinating experience. I don't think I can really describe it any better than that. I just find it very interesting. The basketball saying Harmonia on it is actually a hint to what N's real name is. It's never stated in-game whatsoever, but his name is Natural Harmonia Gropius. Ghetsis has the same last name, of course, and you're supposed to piece that together with what the basketball says on it. Somewhere far from here, Team Galactic and Team Rocket drew too much attention to themselves. That's why their plans were thwarted. Smart keeping the PC storage system being hacked a secret, because before that, I thought the plan sounded like it might work for some people, but it was a bit far-fetched in that people would naturally resist. Well, that was a good twist. It made me a believer in this plan and just made everything come together for me. If we use force to take Pokemon away from people, the people will rebel. But if we manipulate their hearts, people will release Pokemon voluntarily. A trainer who loved Pokemon until yesterday will release Pokemon today. Tomorrow, another trainer will let Pokemon go. I know this moment's really serious, I'm really sorry, but I can't say that line with a straight face. Unfortunate word choice being comedic 10 years later because of other things that have come out. I am very sorry. Let's move on from another topic. There is nothing else to this floor. We have reached a dead end. Nowhere else to go but here. Welcome, holder of the Darkstone. The castle that appeared as if it were enveloping the Pokémon League is a symbol. It means Unova will change. The king of this castle is the strongest trainer in the world. He is accompanied by the legendary Pokémon. He has defeated the champion. Added to all that, his heart burns with the desire to improve the world. If that's not what makes a hero, what more do you need? Now that the stage is set, we can seize people's minds and hearts. We can bring into being the world that Team Plasma desires more easily than you can imagine. We and only we will use Pokemon, and we shall rule the powerless populace. I've been waiting so long for this. I've kept my silence so no one could piece together what I planned. Now, those painful days are at an end. Go! Onward! Discover whether you have what it takes to be a hero. Going in! Just wanted to make sure Haywire was in the lead spot. She is who I want to lead with. What I desire is a world for Pokemon, and Pokemon alone. I will separate Pokemon from people so Pokemon can regain their original power. It's time to settle this once and for all. My determination is absolute! I will prove the value of my beliefs, even if it means my Pokemon friends get hurt. Since you've come this far, I believe you are equally determined. If that's so, prove it to me! Show me the depth of your determination! You came all this way to battle me, but Zekrom is not responding. You haven't yet been recognized as the hero, have you? How disappointing. I actually kind of liked you a little. Through our many battles, I got the feeling you might be a trainer who truly cares for Pokemon. But I was kidding myself. The idea of trainers getting to know each other through battles is ridiculous. You have two options. Challenge me to a fight you can't win, or leave this place and watch the birth of a new world where Pokemon are free of people. Reshiram, come to me! Darkstone is trembling inside the bag. Your Darkstone is... I mean, Zekrom is... The Darkstone draws in the aura of the surroundings and converts it into a powerful force, which is now being released. Reshiram and Zekrom. They were once one life, one Pokémon. Complete opposites, yet the same. Reshiram and Zekrom are Pokémon that appear before the hero they recognize. Ah, I see. You really are a hero too. I'll tell you what that Pokémon is saying to you. I want to battle with you. Try to make me your friend and ally. It plans to test you and see if you are really pursuing ideals. I also am curious to see how powerful you are. Now, catch Zekrom and make it your ally! Zekrom is in a class of its own, boasting the highest attack in all of Unova, a remarkable type combination, no especially bad stat, and damage so great that even foes who resist it will still take a beating. Its signature move is Fusion Bolt. 100 power, 100 accuracy, physical, electric type damage. One of the most reliable moves out there. Thanks to its ability, Lightning Rod and Motor Drive are a complete non-issue for this move, and ground types are the only thing it actually needs to worry about switching into it. Probably the only weak thing about Zekrom is that it doesn't learn very much variety in moves, but really, it's just such a downright powerhouse. Do you really need anything more? Zekrom is the second instance, the first being Victini, of course, that is shiny locked. You cannot run into it as a shiny at all. They looked the way they did in the distant past like we have seen, so that's just how they look. If they could be shiny, this is what they would look like. And for a moment, I want to appreciate Zekrom and how it looks before us, how imposing and tall it looks, and just that eerie blue glow that it has coming off of its body. It looks powerful and imposing, and something that is very worthy of being a final boss, I'll just say that much. Why am I not doing anything? Because I can totally quick ball this. Zekrom has a very high catch rate, and in fact, this fight is pretty much impossible to fail. Not only can you come back to it at any time if you were to lose it by going through that plasma grunt. Yeah, quick balled it. No problem at all. Not only is there all that, there's that grunt who gives you Pokeballs if you run out. There's the Master Ball that Juniper gave you, even though I don't recommend using it on Zekrom because it's so easy. The only way that you can fail to add Zekrom to your group is if you have all full PC boxes and a full party, in which case, you'll get another opportunity another time. But for right now, Zekrom has been added to the Pokedex. The Deep Black Pokemon. This Pokemon appears in Legends. In its tail, it has a giant generator that creates electricity. I'm not giving it a nickname, it just merely is. I've given this a lot of thought, if I want to add Zekrom to the party or not. And everything has been building up to this fight, the battle between the two dragons. And we have a natural Pokemon to switch out. Haywire was out because I would want to paralyze it if it was able to break out of the Quick Ball. That didn't happen, and I'm really, really sorry because I tried to make Haywire important in the Elite Four battles, and I think I did an alright job in that it did a few important things. I do wish I could have used it a little bit more, but it is the natural choice, so for just this battle, we're switching Zekrom in. This is clearly what we're meant to do. If you want more of a challenge, though, it's there if you want it. Ah, I see. Zekrom, who is said to lend its power to the hero who searches for ideals, has recognized your power and now agrees to stand by your side. Hold on, your Pokemon... No, they aren't! Catch rate 45, buddy! There is no triumph to be gained in battling a weakened opponent. I'm sorry, I know that that's supposed to be respectful and show that N takes testing in how truthful his vision for the world is, but that's just kind of funny. Now, I will create the future I desire. I shall sweep you before me. Counterpart to Zekrom! The two dragons are in a class of their own. Reshiram's special attack is through the roof. None of its stats are outright bad, and its types are not commonly resisted, making it a dangerous foe to anyone. Its signature move is Fusion Flare, a fire-type counterpart to Zekrom's Fusion Bolt. If the two moves are used against one another at the same time, the attack that connects second will be powered up to 200 power, a rarely seen phenomenon. While Zekrom might have the better type, Reshiram's moves boast a much greater variety. Its strength, unmatched to all but Zekrom. And it's N's lead Pokemon, level 52, Dragon Fire type, Turbo Blaze for its ability, with the moves Hyper Beam, Fusion Flare, Extra Sensory, and Reflect. I want to see that powered up version of Fusion Bolt. You're 2 levels higher than me, you're faster. Again, it's showing that N doesn't battle with his Pokemon unless it's necessary. Yes, we're gonna get to see it! It might be resisted, but it's gonna hit a lot harder than Dragon Breath with its low power. Come on. That's a move that paralyzes when the opponent uses it, doesn't do anything else. There we go! Even has a unique animation and everything when you actually pull it off. It's great. Do you really think you can stop us with that? And this song! Excellent battle theme. Really, really hypes you up. And already had a great battle theme. This version's even better. And if you want to hear an official version even better than this, in the Pokemon Black and White official soundtrack, there is a remix of this called N to the N Power. It's very fitting of its name, I'll just say that. This fight is gonna be interesting. A little bit strange, actually, in just the you only have Dragon Breath as your Dragon type move for dealing with him. Thankfully, I got the paralysis right there. I don't know how likely he is to go for the Fusion Bolt again. Let me check the power real quick. 60, 70, same type attack bonus. Zekrom is more physical. I actually kind of want to check out and see what kind of Zekrom that we ended up with. You have much higher attack than special attack. I think I'm gonna still go for the Dragon Breath. If he uses up his full restores right away, I'm fine with that. He has a whole team behind this. Oh, Fusion Flare. You're slower than us, so I'm very happy that I didn't try to show off and do the other one. Not going for the full restore. Reshiram goes down. Now the question is, what else do we have to deal with? Vanilluxe! What is it with these teams? Okay, I have realized something. The more involved you are with the story of the two dragons, the more likely you are to have Vanilluxe on your team. Bryson had a Vanilluxe as well. Vanilluxe is level 50, Ice type. Ice Body for its ability. It means nothing to you unless it gets that Hail going, with the moves Hail, Blizzard, Flash Cannon, and Frost Breath. I'm fairly confident that Hex can deal with this. We both have Flash Cannon, we're both Ice types. Let's just see whose will is stronger. I'm gonna throw up a light screen though. I am faster than you, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage, because I don't think there's any way that I can one-shot you. Knew that was coming. Yeah? Come on, really? Ugh. Can't let me have anything, can you? At least we have the special defense buff for the rest of the team, but that's disappointing to say the least, because I had a grand plan, and it looks like it's not really going to work out so well for me. Cover your HP. Go on ahead. Go for a critical right now, or lowering your special defense just as you lowered mine. I don't think we've seen the minus special defense happen from our flash cannon before, which the fact that he got it on turn 1 kind of makes me a little bit more upset. I think I can take one more. Have kind of stally battles going so far. I know we have some pretty fast team members, but things aren't really going my way so far. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. This fight is very, very iffy. Can be pretty easy, can be pretty... And you get the critic. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Okay. Terabyte. Rock. Terabyte can easily get the KO. Let's go with you. But this fight can go either way. Can be very hard, can be pretty easy. It just really depends on the team that you're using, and this being my first venture with this team, I don't know exactly how it's gonna do. I'll grab my easy Moxie right there. And let's see if we can get the Ego Beast going here. Get fetted by the hail, just in time for me to not have that anymore. His next Pokemon, Kling Klang, level 50, Steel type, plus for its ability with the moves Flash Cannon, Metal Sound, Hyper Beam, and Thunderbolt. You can't do a whole lot to me, actually, so I'm not sure why you came out when you did. 60 power, just trying to be very, very careful about what I'm doing here. 60 power with same type attack bonus, yes, let's go for that. Kling Klang, what? That was not in what I understood your moves to be. Oh. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Zoroark was level 50, Dark type, Illusion for its ability, with Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Night Slash, and Retaliate. Kling Klang is an N6 slot, so it will always come out disguised as that. Next up, we got Caracosta, doing these explanations on Rapid Fire. It is level 50, Water Rock type, Sturdy for its ability. I probably should not have done this, actually, with Stone Edge, Aqua Jet, Crunch, and Waterfall. Terabyte, please take this Waterfall. Please, please take this Waterfall. He's probably going to do the Aqua Jet, which hurts me. I was just a little bit too trigger happy on that. Once again, getting a high from getting my stats buffed so much. I don't have a priority move. I think I'm going to heal this turn. Because I don't think 2 Aqua Jets could knock out Terabyte. Going for it. Looks like I was right. Healed at a good time. Not getting too greedy with that. Aerial Ace can't miss. I'm just going to do that in case something stupid happens because you only have 1 health left anyway. I think that might be the first time we've ever even used that Aerial Ace, despite how good it is at covering Terabyte's weaknesses. And with that, we get to level 51. Now for the real Kling Klang. You know what it has. Our attack has been buffed so strongly, I don't think there's any question. Oh, you're fast! Yeah, I said Kling Klang was fast. I thought it was just Zoroark, and I thought I could maybe outspeed you. Okay, we're good. Down it goes, and Terabyte, you are rocking it. You are rocking the house here, man. However, speaking of rock, Archeops, level 50, rock flying type, defeatist for its ability, Stone Edge, Acrobatics, Dragon Claw, and Crunch. I'm okay with Archeops being our last battle because it is just that darn good, as we have seen many, many times. I don't think I could have taken an Acrobatics from you. I'm cool just taking the KO right here. However, I've always been a fan of whenever we can have 2 Pokemon of the same species battle to see which one is better. Let's see how Rock stands up to his counterpart. Rock Slide. Down it goes. Everything's ruined. The truth I held. The dreams Pokemon shared. Reshiram and I were beaten. Your ideals, your feelings, they were stronger than mine, it seems. Zekrom and Reshiram, each of them choosing a different hero. Is that even possible? 2 heroes living at the same time, one that pursues ideals, and one that pursues truth. Could they both be right? I don't know. It's not by rejecting different ideas, but by accepting different ideas that the world creates a chemical reaction. This is truly the formula for changing the world. After all of that, do you think you're still worthy of sharing the name Harmonia with me? Good for nothing boy! To start with, I spurred N into pursuing the truth. The reason we reawakened the legendary Pokémon now was to give my Team Plasma more power! Power to control the fearful masses. That at least was well done. After saying you would put your beliefs on the line and battled to see which one chosen by the legendary Pokémon was the true hero, you lost to an ordinary traitor. There is such a thing as being too stupid! Add it up, and you are nothing more than a warped, defective boy who knows nothing but Pokémon! Blair, I never would have thought the legendary Pokémon would choose a trainer like you. It caught me completely off guard. This doesn't change my goal. My plans have not been disturbed. In order to rule this world utterly, in order to manipulate the hearts of people who know nothing, I will have N be the king of Team Plasma. But for that to work, you, since you know the truth, you must be eliminated. Rule the world? Wasn't Team Plasma's goal to liberate Pokémon? That was just a convenient lie that I needed to create Team Plasma. Use your head. What's to be gained from letting go of useful things like Pokémon? Certainly, manipulating Pokémon helps people expand their possibilities. That much I can agree with. So it naturally follows that only I should be able to use Pokémon. You fool, that's a ridiculous idea. You can say whatever you want. A Pokémon, even if it is revered as a deity, is still just a Pokémon. Blair, so what if it chose you? That doesn't mean you're a threat. Come on, now you'll face me in battle. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you've lost all hope. Blair! I won't allow anyone to stop me, no matter who does what! Our true final battle begins. Ghetsis leads with Cofagrigus. Level 52, Ghost type, Mummy for its ability, with Shadow Ball, Protect, Psychic, and Toxic. This mainly stalls by going for Toxic and then protecting every other turn. I think I want to get out of here. It can't do a whole lot against Terabite. That Toxic Poison would hurt, but I just don't want Zekrom getting walled by it. If we need Zekrom as a secret weapon later in the fight, I'd rather it be fighting fit to do so. Please don't lower my special defense! To his credit, he prepared for this possibility. His team is very well versed at taking apart legendary dragons. Just gonna go for Crunch. If you can predict it going for Protect, X items are your friend. Always good to set up with those. Having any stat buff you want and any Pokemon you want. I just barely didn't one-shot you. Such is my life, barely not one-shotting Cofagrigus even when I have a Grandmaster plan. I knew that I wouldn't be able to have Moxie, but I just thought Terabite would be a good switch-in for this situation, which it was. He's full restoring. And again, if we can just get the full restorers out of the way early in the fight, maybe that'll be for the best. I find that pretty much no matter what I do, Cofagrigus is just always a great Pokemon at stalling. Doesn't matter who's using it. I'm happy that I didn't save the nuke with Acrobatics for now, as it wouldn't be a good switch-in for Archeops, as Zekrom is always the lead in the party, and if I couldn't one-shot Chantal's, I definitely would not have been able to one-shot this. Taking that poison damage, getting bigger and bigger. Hydreigon, oh boy, okay. Hydreigon is Ghetsis' strongest Pokemon. Level 54, Dark Dragon type, Levitate for its ability, Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, Surf, Focus Blast. This thing is a beast with huge type coverage. I don't think I outspeed it, but I'm gonna try. No. This is what you need to be prepared for. It could potentially sweep through your entire team with just how much type effectiveness it has. It does have 2 moves that are super effective against ice. It does a good job covering its own weaknesses because of that, but I'm hoping that Hex's unreal amount of special defense will be enough for it to just shine through it. That's why I wanted Cryogonal in particular. Let's set up a light screen. Fire Blast. There's also the fact that its moves that counter ice are inaccurate, so maybe... Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, this just got interesting. This got very interesting indeed. Wow. Okay. So whoever comes out next has high special defense. Oh god, what do I do? Zekrom to be protected against that Dragon Pulse because it's special. You don't have any other move that Zekrom would be afraid of. I think I'm gonna go for that and just go for Dragon Breath, actually. Not the ideal situation, but wow, that was unlucky. Dragon Breath it is. You are faster than me, that's good to know. Okay, at least the light screen is helping. I would have gotten 2-shotted had it not been for that. Good, good, good! That wasn't even a crit. Excellent! Hex, you weren't the star player that I was hoping would be able to take out Hydreigon, but you did at least contribute a lot to this fight, no less, in helping Zekrom just that much. And there's the low health music coming up at a time that I don't really prefer. But good news is, we've taken out Hydreigon. What are we on to next? Bouffalant, all right. Bouffalant, level 52, normal type, reckless for its ability, but the moves Head Charge, Wild Charge, Earthquake, and Poison Jab. I am certain that you outspeed Zekrom, and you might be going for Earthquake, but maybe not because I'm low on health, and all your other moves make physical contact. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make you do a lot of damage to yourself with Hilbert. It's a risky move, but maybe it could take a hit from it and do some damage to the Rocky Helmet as well as the recoil, and then if it goes for Earthquake, we could switch into Rock. And it's not like it even really mattered that much in the first place. Wow. Okay, you hit very, very hard. Gosh. Ugh, you're gonna one-shot me with Earthquake for this, aren't you? I'm gonna switch for Rock. Maybe that Rocky Helmet will be the difference between Rock being able to beat you with a neutral attack and not. What? Wild? What? I know you would have gotten the KO, but I thought you would have called me. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. This is. Oh my god, this is bad. Wow. Oh man. Okay. You have a ground type move to deal with both of these. And you have an electric type move to deal with Ottawa. No matter what I do, you have something to answer it. Earthquake won't do contact, so you can safely beat Hilbert, but you did Wild Charge before, which is the thing. I think I'm gonna send out Hilbert and I'm gonna go for the heal. He didn't call me healing last time, so I'm gonna hope that that happens again. I was thinking about maybe sending out Ottawa and doing Aqua Jet to finish you off, but I'm not so sure about that. Head Charge. Okay, good. Good, good, good. You're going to take a lot of recoil from that, and you're going to get the Rocky Helmet to boot. All right. I think I'm going to heal a second time and just hope that you recoil yourself to death, please. Wow, this went south very quickly. For how much of an easy time that we've been having otherwise, I did not see this coming. Like I said, endgame can be very easy, can be very hard at the same time. Just really depends on how lucky you are and what team you have put together. Seismitoad. Level 42, Water Ground type, Swift Swim for its ability with Muddy Water, Rain Dance, Earthquake, and Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave is a powerful poison type move. It doesn't get same type attack bonus from it, so it's not really that good on it, but regardless, it's still a pretty powerful foe that I don't have an easy way of dealing with. I think, honestly, I'm just gonna sack Hilbert right here, get a free switch, hope that Toxic goes fast. No, doesn't. I wouldn't have wanted Samurott taking that. Critical hit anyway, okay, so it wouldn't have even mattered if I healed. I feel a lot better about that. I didn't want Ottawa to take that much damage switching in because she's our last Pokemon to have a good amount of health. I wouldn't just want her to take damage willy-nilly if I could avoid it. And I don't think Hilbert's really going to be that helpful going forward either. I need to be very careful going forward, so let's take a moment to take a look at our stats. Higher attack than special attack. I think Surf is higher power, so it'll come out to just barely being more damage. 95 to 8. Yeah, okay, it is. The flinch from Waterfall might be helpful, but Surf it is. Oh no, you're fat. Oh no, I thought you'd be slow. Didn't quite two-hit me. You're not gonna quite two-hit me, I should say. Oh my gosh. This is bad. This is very, very bleak, is what this is. If you crit me, that's it. All I have left is Zekrom, and you have Earthquake. You did 78. I have 80 HP. I'm probably in a range for you to beat me even without a critical hit, but I'm gonna hope and pray. Oh no. Oh no. You would... Why would you... Okay. I get a damage buff from that, and you don't have a priority move, so... Did that just do it? Oh, no, no! Are you serious? Oh my god, okay. Do I take this chance to heal is the thing. Okay, this has me on the edge of my seat. I'm happy that our battle is going this way because this is very, very tense for me as well. I don't know if I can even win this at this point. I'm gonna heal. Muddy. Cool. All right. No accuracy down. Good. Okay, good. Aqua Jet it is. I can't believe we beat that Seismitoad. I have not seen a fight this bleak in a very long time. Very fitting for Ghetsis. Electros. You are level 52. Electric type, levitate for its ability, so it has no weakness with the moves Wild Charge, Flamethrower, Acrobatics, and Crunch. I'm trying to think about what I should even do here as a thing. Starting to wonder if Ghetsis is just toying with me by doing moves that make no sense. I fully admit that I shouldn't have switched into Rock when I did. That was my mistake, and I deserve to have a hard time because of that, but you've been making some weird moves, and that's been making things more difficult because you've been catching me off guard. I'm cool with you taking a bit of recoil damage, though. Oh my gosh. So it comes down to just how powerful Zekrom is at this point. If I had a ground type move, that'd be a simply poetic way to finish you off because Terra Volt would hit through your ability. Only 90 accuracy too. Ugh. Ugh. I don't want to take a chance on Zen Headbutt's 90 accuracy. I have not had that good of luck. I know that I'm due for good luck. I can still paralyze electric types. That has not been a change that has happened as of this point. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you can't do much damage to me. That's very good news. That is the best news that we have had all day. Still haven't gotten the paralysis. One more Dragon Breath should hopefully do it. If I have to heal one more time, so be it. I just want to make it out of this alive. All right. Ghetsis' final Pokemon. Bisharp, level 52, Dragon Steel type, with Defiant for its ability, with the moves Night Slash, Stone Edge, X-Scissor, and Metal Burst. I'm a little bit tempted to do Dragon Breath, even though it's resisted to get the paralysis, but Fusion Bolt is the natural smart play. Let's just do it. Please let this be enough. Oh my god. Oh, God. What is going on here? Oh, I wish I knew, Ghetsis. I wish I knew. I can't believe we won that. I can't believe it. It's over. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Most intense final boss fight I think I have ever had. Fitting end. Fitting end for this wonderful team. I love you guys. You might be my favorite team I've ever put together. I know I say that every time, but I am so glad that that's how it turned out. Oh my gosh. I was actually worried this was going to be too easy. What? I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I'm absolutely perfect. I am perfection. I am the perfect ruler of a perfect new world. Now, N, do you still think Pokemon and people should be separated? Since I couldn't become the hero and obtain the legendary Pokemon myself, I prepared someone for that purpose. N, he's nothing more than a freak without a human heart. Do you think you're going to get through to a warped person like that? Alder, it's a waste of valuable time listening to him ramble on. He is the one without a human heart. You're right. He's truly pitiful. N, I'm sure you have much to think about. I know you were not pursuing the truth because of Ghetsis' manipulation, but because your heart was truly inspired. That is why you were able to meet the legendary Pokemon. But I have no right to be the hero. Is that so? What are you and the legendary Pokemon going to do from now on? That's important, wouldn't you say? Acting like you understand. Up till now, we've been fighting each other over our beliefs. Yet despite that, why? N, even if we don't understand each other, that's not a reason to reject each other. There are two sides to any argument. Is there one point of view that has all the answers? Give it some thought. I want to talk to you about something. It's about when I first met you in Accumula Town. I was shocked when I heard what your Pokémon was saying. I was shocked because that Pokémon said it liked you. It said it wanted to be with you. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't believe there were Pokémon that liked people. Because up until that moment, I'd never known a Pokémon like that. The longer my journey continued, the more unsure I became. All I kept meeting were Pokémon and people who communicated with one another and helped one another. That was why I needed to confirm my beliefs by battling with you. I wanted to confront you hero to hero. I needed that more than anything. There was no way a person like me, someone who understands only Pokémon. No, actually, I didn't understand them either. No way could I measure up to you when you had met so many Pokémon and were surrounded by friends. The champion has forgiven me, and what I should do now is something I'll have to decide for myself. Blair! You said you have a dream. That dream, make it come true. Wonderful dreams and ideals give you the power to change the world. If anyone can, it's you. Blair? Well then. Farewell. I've said before that I think that this has the most solid story out of any Pokemon game, and hopefully you can at least see where I'm coming from. My only complaint with that ending whatsoever is that I do think it wraps up a little bit too quickly and things do get resolved a little bit too fast. But other than that, N is a great character and an interesting antagonist. I think he's a very morally ambiguous character and one of the most interesting ones. I've said this so many times, but I think it bears repeating and saying what I feel about this. I love the lightning fast battle system. I like the fully animated battles and how it's still able to move lightning fast while doing all that. It doesn't waste your time. Lots of thoughtful design choices. Generally, RPGs like this live or die on how well designed their menus are, and this one has that in spades. It's fun to play, has an interesting world. I could see some people maybe thinking that Univa's a bit too linear for their liking, and there are certainly a few things about the story that I don't jive with, but this finale, I think that it's worth playing if only just for this finale, even if you're not really a big fan of the other stuff. Most people I know say that they were glad that they played it even just for this. But we are not anywhere near done. I've heard people say that Black and White has a puny post-game. Bull. That is the biggest load of bouffalant I have ever heard. That sounded even lamer than how I thought of it, but we have so much to do, so much to cover. There are major areas we have not yet visited. It's gonna take us a while. And I look forward to showing it to you because this story, it's far from over. There's still more to tell. So, I hope to see you back here soon for the rest of this grand adventure. Enjoy the rest of this amazing credits music. The soundtrack is the best part. See you guys then. Delicious invisible burger!